Hey girls, let's spring into success. First, I've got to give a shout out and just a big thank you to our fearless leader, ShaQuita Pope, for allowing me an opportunity to share with you on her platform. And of course, I want to thank you for tuning in and listening as part of the Jus Networking Girlz group to hear this valuable information, or what I call my knowledge nuggets. So happy spring. It's the first day of spring. And when ShaQuita and I talked about this presentation and sharing with you, she suggested that I talk to you on tips about taking your business to the next level. So I call it the level up discussion, our spring level up discussion. For those of you who don't know me, I am Melva Tate. I'm the owner of Tate and Associates. We're a leadership consulting firm, and we specialize in human resource management and career development. We get to work with a lot of great organizations all across the U.S., but of course, I'm most fond of the ones that we get to work with right here in Sweet Home, Alabama, whether that's a nonprofit, a professional sports team, colleges and universities, and major corporations. We simply say that we help cultivate people in the places that they work. Let me take just a minute or two to tell you how I serve. So I'm a consultant. I'm a certified HR professional. I've got a certification in human resource management, so I consult with organizations, again, all across the U.S. I am a coach, so I do a lot of executive and leadership coaching, and I'm also a certified life coach. I'm a speaker, and I get to speak with organizations and individuals all across the U.S. on a number of topics, including motivating, inspirational messages, but also organization and workforce development issues. And I'm also an author in addition to a couple of other things. But most importantly, what you should know about me is that my gift, my purpose is being a connector. I love, love, love connecting. I connect people with resources. I connect people with opportunities. I connect people with other people. And I help connect people with their purpose. So I am, above all things, I am a connector. So as you're listening to this, I encourage you to take some notes. So take out some pen and paper and jot some things down, or a screenshot, or whatever you do that's most effective for you. But most importantly, sit back and enjoy. Now, when I grew up, my mom made a big deal out of spring cleaning. She would announce it weeks ahead of time and let us know that we were going to do a deep cleaning on our house. I mean, open all the windows, and we would do a top to bottom cleaning. And when we were done, although we were reluctant to do it, my sisters and I, it gave our house a new look and a new feel inside our home, while it corresponded with what was going on the outside. Flowers were in bloom, trees were greening. It signaled a change in the air. So as we talk about spring into success, I want you, if you were like me, to reflect on spring cleaning and your opportunity to spring clean and get some things done around your business and how you operate to garner success. In coaching, I tell my clients we need to course correct. Course correct. That means that we reevaluate and make some changes. I would be remiss if I did not mention that during this time, of course, we are dealing with the COVID-19, or the coronavirus, which we are just overwhelmed and inundated with so much information, and that information is evolving over time. So I would say it is an opportunity for us not to be depressed or down about it, but to look at this as your silver lining. And the silver lining that you'll experience will be different for each of us. So my norm advice has been to course correct. The new advice I'm giving to you is to deal with what we are facing, to force correct, not course correct, but force correct, and make the best out of it. I won't preach to you, but I do believe that in this time, God is making us and almost forcing us to do some things that are going to be important in our life, because this too shall pass. But after it passed, are we better than we were before? So we are forced right now to reevaluate our business model, because some people like me are losing business every day. I'm a public speaker. I get paid a lot of money to speak to people, but all of those conferences and events have been canceled. So what am I going to do for the next 3 months? So evaluating your business model is forcing us, not course correct, but force correct, to spend more time with our family. We're so busy doing all of these things that we often neglect and forget about those people who are most important to us. So with the mandatory quarantines, it is making us spend more time with one another. It's forcing us to clean, not just spring cleaning, but just clean deeply, clean our house, taking this time to clean out a closet, finding things that we don't use that we can donate or give away or sell. It is forcing us to clean and also disinfect if you're in one of those homes where you're worried about the virus being spread. And then it is also forcing us to just get some rest. We've got this time now where we're not in the street, the stores are not open, the restaurants are not allowing you to dine in. So finding a way to get some rest in all that's going on around us. So my advice, as we not only try to course correct, but we're forced to correct, is to make the best out of it. Make some lemons out of this. Make some lemonade out of these lemons we've been given. Another piece of advice I want to share with you is just keep doing. I have talked to clients in the past week or so who are just paralyzed and they're just stuck and not sure on what to do. One of the young ladies that I mentored is a lady named Kristen Farmer, and she owns a line called Curly Contessa. And I would suggest that you go and look at her website, because it's all about the curly girl. And when we had the conversation about the release of her new products that's shown in this picture, I asked if she was going to postpone the release of her product line. And she said, no, it's the perfect time. So realize that it's important during this time to just keep doing. Your clients and your customers still need your gift, regardless of how you service them. So please continue doing, if you can, by all means, serving those who need your special gift. The other thing I would advise you to do is to review and revise your processes and systems. Most small businesses or organizations have a hard time, or they struggle because they don't have sound processes and systems in place. So what are those core processes that you need for your business? Is it time to review your accounting systems and how money flows in and outside of your business? Is it that you need to look at your sales models? Is it that you need to look at your sales funnels and how you interact with people electronically on social media platforms? Do you need to review your fee structures? Whatever it is that you need to do, spring is the perfect time to review and revise those processes and systems. And here's another thing. Don't be afraid to benchmark with others. As a speaker and a coach, I'm often advising other people who serve in the same lane as I do on what I do from a business standpoint. Here are the fees that I charge. Here are my structures. Here are my partner programs. Listen, I've been in business long enough to realize what God has for me is for me. Every client is not for me. Every customer is not for me. And shame on me for having the gifts and talents and not being willing to share them with someone else who's on this journey as well. So get your processes in place, your processes and systems, review them and modify them as necessary. I cannot tell you how important relationships are at this time. Spend time developing and cultivating relationships. People do business with people that they know and like. And although there's so much going on around us, reach out to your clients. Share some good news. I will tell you, I have received 200, no lie, about 200 emails about the coronavirus and these different organizations' plan of action, which is good because they want their customers and clients to stay abreast with their issues as they are evolving by the day. But do reach out to your clients consistently during this process and make sure that you're sharing with them. So sharing with them could be your favorite saying or a quote or some type of other tool to motivate them. It could be that you're going to announce the release of a new product or system, but just stay connected to those who you're currently doing business with and those who you anticipate doing business with. For me, for those speaking engagements that were canceled, I'm going to reach back out to those people and say, hey, this is what's going on. Here's what's new in my world. I love to be able to connect with you when things settle down. So make sure you continue to cultivate those critical relationships that lead to your success. Now, out of all times, is the perfect opportunity for you to collaborate and partner. Listen, everyone is impacted by what's going on in our current state. So this is a time for you to get outside of your comfort zone and look for opportunities to collaborate and partner with others. Just like me, where my business has suffered because I can't go and speak, other people's business may be impacted as well. So can you combine your resources and talent to collaborate and partner on something now? And there are vast opportunities to do that. So think about partnering with someone in your circle, or think about partnering with someone in this network that has well over 10,000 members. There are great opportunities that exist right in front of you. Don't be afraid to ask. So here's what I want you to do. The first thing I want you to do is make a list of 3 initiatives or projects that would be ideal for you to collaborate with someone on, that's in line with your business, your services, or your products. And then you want to make another list of 3 to 5 people that you can collaborate with. So that list will include individuals or organizations or businesses to pitch that idea to collaborate. Here's one of the things that I did today. I reached out to some of my trainers who support me in providing job readiness training in schools to say, hey, we can't go into schools and do training because, they close the schools. So here's what I would like for you to do. Would you mind doing a video of this particular topic so that we can give this away for free for students or parents to use as part of their homeschooling agenda? And everyone that I reached out to said yes. Again, this is a great opportunity to think differently, think outside of the box, and look for opportunities to partner and collaborate. Spring into action, girls. Here's my last piece of advice. Take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. It is so important during this time of springing into success, that we also take time to care for ourselves. I laughed earlier today because one of my dear friends, mentors, and partners posted something on Facebook that I thought was so appropriate for this time. And she mentioned that a friend reached out and said, hey, with everything that's going on, I hadn't heard from you. What's going on? And she said, listen, within the last 4 days, not only am I still a business owner and student, but I'm a short order cook, I'm a chef, I'm a homeschool teacher, PE coach, hairstylist, laundry attendant, plus so much more. My roles and responsibilities have quadrupled during this time. And she used the hashtag Team Thomas, of course, my girl, Teresa Thomas, and she's the hashtag Party of 7. So, because she's got a big family that she has to take care of. But now is the opportunity to take care of yourself. If you do nothing but add 30 minutes in your day just to take care of you, whether that's the top of the morning where you get up and motivate or do yoga, middle of the day where you just go for a simple walk, or at the end of the day when the house has settled down and everything's quiet, that you can just read and reflect or plan, whatever it is, do take time for yourself. You can't do any of these other things if you're worn down and weary and tired. And as I said, that force to correct versus course correct, it may be that God is forcing us to stop and take time for ourselves as well. I'll leave you with this. One of my favorite quotes, it says, no matter how chaotic it is, wildflowers will still spring up in the middle of nowhere. So ladies, I encourage you, girls, it's time for us to spring up, do our thing, move forward. And as Kristen said in her Curly Contessa line, live simply and bloom wildly. Bloom wildly. It is spring. It's time for us. All right, ladies, I have so enjoyed this. Hate that our time is up, but I know your time is valuable. But let's connect. Let's stay connected. You can reach out to me via my website, melvatate.com, email melva@melvatate.com, or if you want to chat for 15, 20 minutes, won't cost you anything but a little bit of your time. And that's www.askmelva.com. Y'all be blessed. Spring forward. Much success. Love you, girls. Bye.